You're listening to FINSights, a podcast published by the UNSW Finance and Banking Society.
Commodity is a generic economic good that is interchangeable with other similar goods of the same type. There are three major categories of commodities: agriculture, energy, and metals. Currently, poor world production outlook, war, and trade restrictions are increasing pressure on these commodity prices. Hi, I'm Allan, and this is Arnav, and we are part of the research portfolio at FINSights.
Today we'll be delving deeper into commodities and its impact overall on society. We'll also be looking at the impact of something like the Russian and Ukraine war, electric vehicles, agriculture, and metals today.
The RBA estimate that over the last year, the index of commodity prices increased by 33.7% in Australian dollars. This has been led by higher LNG, coking coal, and thermal coal prices.
In terms of groceries, the CPI found that the cost of fruits and vegetables grew by 6.7% in the last year, while meat and seafood increased by 6.2%. Bread and cereal products also increased by 3%, dairy and dairy-related products by 4.1%, and food products by 4.2% overall. Closely related, the costs of non-durable household products like toilet paper, dishwashing soap, and light bulbs saw a massive increase of 8% year on year. More recently, Russia's invasion of Ukraine has triggered an unprecedented wave of sanctions against Moscow, which are rippling through global commodity markets. In addition to official sanctions, which continue to evolve, major self-sanctionings by industries looking to cut ties with Russia has deepened market impact. But why is this important? Russia accounts for an estimated 10% of the global steel trade, while Ukraine has a meager 4% share. Russia also accounts for about 10% of global petroleum and in 2021 occupied over 39% of natural gas imports to EU countries from non-EU countries. Finally, Russia accounted for approximately 18% of the global coal export volume, which is a very significant amount. Furthermore, the World Bank estimates has noted recently, due to the food prices rising, that as of 2022 April, it was above 78% average of 2015 to 19. This has partially been due to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which has added additional pressure to the current food market, especially due to the successive poor seasons of market producers. Another underlying driver of food inflation is energy prices, which has led to higher fertilizer rates and therefore directly impacting food prices due to higher energy costs. Finally, Ukraine is also a lead exporter of sunflower, seed oil, wheat, corn, and rapeseed. However, due to Russia's invasion, the economy has seen exports cut by 57.9% in March 2022 compared to February 2022.
The sale of electric cars are booming, but the rising demand for transition minerals will pose a challenge for the mining industry to meet the surging demand for metals and minerals and supply cleaner version of others. Due to the pandemic in 2020, the sale of cars with other fuel types went down globally by 60%. However, on the other hand, sales of EV cars and fuel cell type vehicles increased by 29% in comparison to the year before. Why is this important for the mining industry? Well, a battery electric vehicle needs 6 times more minerals than a typical conventional vehicle. Under the Sustainable Development Scenario, demand for lithium will also rise to 904,000 tons in 2040. Further, in 2040, the International Energy Agency predicts that 80% of the battery storage used in EVs will require a 40-fold increase in the production of lithium and nickel, as well as more than 20 times as much copper, graphite, and cobalt, compared with 2020 levels. That's a very significant amount. Consequently, with the demand of EVs growing so rapidly, the demand for commodities used for EVs is also expected to grow as well.
Ukraine has caused major supply disruptions and led to higher prices for a number of commodities. For most commodities, prices are expected to be significantly higher in 2022 than in 2021. To find out more about recent commodity news, check out FINSights Weekly Wraps for more info.